What's going on, everybody? Stock Jock here on a Friday afternoon. Up $10,614 in the first hour of trading. Finished the day up $21,223 on some news plays and some, all sorts of. It was nutty today. Great way to end the Friday and going into the weekend for sure. Outstanding first week. It's probably my best first week of the new year ever. There is such a stat, whatever. Just felt really good to knock it out of the park the first week. Without further ado, let's get into the trades. Oh wait, forgot. There is further ado. If you don't already know, I stream every day on Twitch, completely free. Link for that is down in the description down below. All these trades that you would have seen me make today, I made live. You can see my entries, you can see my exits. It's all live. I answer questions throughout the day. It's completely free. It's there to help new traders. If you're an experienced trader, obviously you're welcome too. Love to hear the call outs of certain trade setups by experienced traders. A couple trades today I took later in the day were solely because I didn't have my eye on a stock and someone else did. They called it out in chat and I was able to make a good bit of money on some of those call outs. So that's what that's what we're trying to do here. Build a trading community. Everybody makes money. Everybody helps each other. That's how the little guy can survive when you're swimming with some big fish. Also, we have a free Discord server. Come on in for that. It's free, always free. Everything's free. We just enjoy the community and want to help change lives and change people's financial family tree. So now, without further ado, let's get into the trades. So the first trade of the day, and I don't usually trade the first minute. I don't even usually trade the first 5 minutes of the day. Because there's really not any setup there unless you take into account pre-market. And that's kind of what I did here. Tesla had a huge gap up today. Pretty insane. Closed yesterday at like 80.30 and it just gapped up to 80.50 this morning. And I was like, okay, surely people are going to profit take this. And no, they did not. Well, they did for a short period of time before it goes high day. So I saw this red candle, and a lot of times when you get really big gap ups in Tesla, it tends to drop pretty good and fill that gap. It just didn't do that here. And I went short, thinking that maybe if we broke this guy right here, and then subsequently this guy right here, pre-market lows, there's not a lot of volume there, so it would really mean nothing. But just thinking maybe visually everybody else will think the same thing, and it'll just start falling off the face of the earth. It didn't really do that. I went short, and I went short with some puts, 80-20 puts, out of the money because I was fearful that I'm going to be wrong. And I got a drop, and then it started just kind of, it didn't drop hard enough for me, and I was like, so as this candle kind of just was a bounce candle, I was like, you know what, I don't really feel it, I'm out. Made a little bit on it, 7 cents, 140 bucks, but just wasn't feeling it. I mean, it did go drop, bounce, candle, under candle. That would probably have been the better entry to the short side. But I just didn't feel comfortable, so I got out. I would certainly be cashing out here. What? I filled it 220. Okay. E-Trade showing on I have no cost basis. That's why it's insanely high right now. There's no way Tesla holds this. Holy crap. Wow. So this next clip on my trade on Tesla that you're about to watch, I shouldn't even put it in here because it's not even a real trade. This is complete accident. You'll notice that I make a trade on Tesla. I go short again. What I'm looking for is the drop, the bounce, and the candle under candle, which happened here on Tesla. The problem is I was looking at NIO at the time, which happened to have the exact same setup. And you'll hear me go, why are my calls not moving? Or why are my puts not moving? Because I nailed, looking at this chart, I entered in right here for the drop. Here's our drop, here's our bounce, here's our candle under candle, and it just, almost dropped $1. My puts should be exploding, and they just weren't. And you'll see someone donated just so they can use the automated voice, text-to-speech, to tell me you're looking at the wrong chart. And I said, what? And it didn't even occur to me. And then they said, looking at NEO. And I thought that meant, go check this ticker out for me. I said, yeah, it's probably moving, whatever. Completely oblivious to the fact that I made a trade on Tesla, but I was looking at the chart of NEO. This is what happens when the caffeine doesn't kick in time. Luckily, it worked out okay. I got in 20 puts at 11.16 and exited at 13.08 and 13.55. So very nice win. Luckily, they had the exact same setup. Luckily, I didn't get my face melted off and wondering, sitting here, why isn't luckily Tesla didn't absolutely rip really. And I'm sitting there looking at NEO and thinking it's Tesla, and NEO's dropping, but my price and it's a disaster. There it goes. Why are my puts going the wrong way? It's better. Half off. Say wrong stock? What are you talking about?
Looking at NEO.
I can't. I know, it's probably going nutty. I'm sure it is. This next trade was on NGA. This one is a news play, and this, when you play news, it's an art. So you have seconds to figure out what the news is it worth trading, and are you getting in too late? Those three things are probably the most important that I can think of. So when I heard the news, it was news that they're doing a deal with Amazon, something to do with Amazon, whatever. Low float stock. Yeah, it's a large cap, but it doesn't matter. It's a low floater. That's what I cared about. 39 million shares outstanding. Low float for a large cap anyway. And when I get over to it, it's already had a big jump. But when I'm just looking at this big green bar, when I flip over there and I start buying shares, I don't know if that's 30 cents or $3, unless I really sat there and looked at it, giving it an extra second. And I just saw this huge move. I heard Amazon, I hit buy. And then I sat there and I looked, oh my gosh, this thing's already moved almost $3 already. That's like, whoa, I'm getting here at the top probably. I'm hands on the trigger to sell in case this does not go anywhere. So I got in at 26.66. That's when I heard the news. You see me run the clip. That's where I got in, right there. That's pretty high up there, especially when the move started at call it 24. When you're getting in something $2, almost $3 after the news has been out, you gotta start thinking to yourself, maybe I should not get in here. No, if it was 30 cents, it's only moved 30 cents, no problem. I'm hitting that buy button. But $3, I feel like I'm getting in a little late. So I get in, I realize I'm already in way up high, and it doesn't look like it's going anymore. It just feels like the momentum stopped. I exit. It's a 40 43-cent loss or 43-cent loss. You know, close to $900. But as you can see, if I didn't sell, it just went downhill the rest of the day. So it sucked, but gotta stay disciplined. And GA partners with Amazon on something. Probably gets ripping. Oh, it's already moved quite a bit. Oh, it's already moved. I feel like this is old news. All right, I'm gonna get out. So next play, I'm looking for Tesla to continue this move down that it was setting up. I tried to get a little cheeky with this one. I tried to buy resistance this time, and I thought resistance would be this 9 EMA, this red line here. It was not. So I bought puts, and then it stopped me out shortly thereafter. I just kind of had a stop loss in mind. I think it was the violation of the 21. It violated it. I stopped out. I took a small position. I took 10 contracts. I stopped out for 90-cent loss, $900 loss. Jeez, there was a lot of losers here early on. I didn't realize how much I was down. No way, Tesla. Holy crap. You're an animal. So these next trades, first and foremost, I had a IZEA trade that I'm not really going to go over because I knew it was going to be a longer hold trade. All it was is this daily chart was just looking beautiful. You can see this nice descending resistance line. You can see this nice support, this 9 EMA support line. Starting to squeeze this area. Think of it like a spring just crunching down and then price expansion. That's what we got today. My target was the high of the Bollinger Band. I didn't stick around that long. I didn't really want to hold it that long. I finally got to move over 2. I think I sold it at like 208. Got to pull back and then it ripped later on. I also took this in my small account. I'm doing a small account challenge on Robinhood just to see if it's possible. But that was a nice trade overall there. So the trade on Mara, though, is the one I'm about to go over. Mara, Bitcoin-related play, has been just gapping up like crazy, right? We had this pop. We had a pullback candle over candle entry. Pullback candle, and I went long for candle over candle entry, looking for a high of the run move. Got all that. It took a little longer. Usually with the pop, pullback, candle over candle in the 1 minute, especially in the morning, you want to see instant move, instant gratification, instant resolution, and it just didn't happen fast. So whenever I get into trade, the absolute stop loss for me on a long trade is the first candle under candle. So if this would have gone candle under candle after I got in, I'm out. It didn't. I gave it a little extra time, and if it did reward me, got that pop over the 50-cent mark. That's all I was looking for there. Got in at 26.29, call it, and out at 26.42 and 26.52 on a total of 4,000 shares. 30, 35, get 38. Don't double top. No. No. Get back up there. Okay, 34. 5, 36, 38. There we go. Sell in half. Sell in the rest at the 50 break. So these next trades on Tesla was kind of a reversal setup. After this huge gap up that Tesla had, and I thought it would go down, but the fact that it wasn't really selling off was kind of giving me the idea that it was going to reverse, and I needed something to play off of. We did have a horizontal or a diagonal here. If you even take into account maybe the pre-market, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4 points of contact. And I tried this. There's two trades here that you'll see me run back to back. The first one was I'm looking for just a break of this trend line to give us a move up. If it's not going to go down, it might as well go up, right? So the first entry I saw, you see this drop, bounce, drop further, bounce, and then you see candle under candle here, but it doesn't continue down here. That was my first sign. And I was like, okay, well, if it's not going to collapse anymore, the next candle over candle, which happened right here, I'm going to go long looking for this to break. And I'm really surprised it didn't go right here. I went long 20 calls, got in at the 850 calls. I got in at 1017 because I was confident on this. I was pretty confident on this. It didn't go. Got out at 974 for a loss. Didn't go. I got out. Sit back. I'll watch it again. It goes candle under candle. It comes right back up to this level right here. And I'm like, okay, you're going to try it again? You're giving me another candle over candle right up next to this line. If you break it, I'm going long. It broke it. I went long. Right before it broke it, or right as it looked like it was going to break, I went long. I took 20 calls again, this time at 920. I got the pop. I sold half at 1079. The 53 mark is right here. I sold 5 more at 1179. And then the candle under candles, my profit stop, and I sold the rest at 1125. So a nice win there overall. This might be a break here. I'll try it. $48 needs to go though. Could be a false move there. All right, let me get out. Come on. Come on. 49 needs to go. Should be the 5-minute.
Come on.
Come on. There's your 49. Break another horizontal. Oh, you broke it. Can you keep going? Selling half at this 850. It's gonna be probably a big level. Riot still rocking. Riot is ripping. I'm gonna be careful in this 1-minute candle under candle because, this candle isn't the hottest here. All right, let's see if we get a 1 minute play here. $51.85. 73. 7. There it is. Here's the 1 minute. Should go. No, don't fail. There you go. Kind of weak. Selling 5 more contracts. Got 5 left. IZEA high day. All right, there's my profit stop on the rest. Candle under candle. Next play was the news plays as well. This one, Lordstown Motors, had got some sort of significant order. Like I said, you can't hear the actual news that I'm hearing in my ears at the time because I'm not allowed to feed that through my live stream. And what you're seeing is the live stream. That's why you see people following and the animations and all that stuff. So, yeah, it got the pop up. I know this company. I know it loves to move with the news. So I took 6,000 shares. Average, call it 23, somewhere in there. Really nice fill. Right in this level. This is one where I flipped to it. It hasn't moved much. It's only moved 30, 40 cents since the news came out. Not a bad risk reward. If it's a huge order, and this game goes bananas. So it shoots straight up, start to scale out. I sell 3,000 shares at 23.69, so roughly plus 45 on that. Sell another 1,500 at 23.51 and another 1,500 at 23.48. So really nice win overall on that trade. And the thing about these news plays is if you miss that initial pop, you can always play the secondary move if there is one. In this case, it pulled back too much, so it just kind of took it off the table and then it just sold off the rest of the day. Here's that ride, got a significant order of some sort. This thing loves to move on news. Wow, okay. Oh, okay, that's a lot. Okay. What am I in at? 325? News plays, man. This is why I pay for this service. Six high a day. Good volume. I'd like to see if it can continue or not. Here's the service. It's Benzinga Pro. If you have a TOS, you get it for free. I don't have TOS, so I pay for it, but it pays for itself. They do like a two-week free trial. All right, I'm gonna get out the rest. If it comes back up here and plays a 1 minute, I'll play that. Next trade here is on BTBT. BTBT is a Bitcoin sympathy play. Bitcoin's been going nutty recently. Yes, or last night it hit 41,000. So BTBT's been lagging a little bit in this most recent run of Bitcoin. It's been kind of in a pullback phase on its stock. So whatever, but it made a nice move, had a nice pop, got the pullback. I was playing this candle over candle right there. And the thing is when I take this pop, pullback, candle over candle, I want an immediate move, or at least a pretty close move to higher the run. And it just didn't do that. It kind of got there and just, And that's not what I'm looking for. So I sat in it for a minute. It didn't go anywhere. I stopped out. I lost 6 cents. It did end up moving, but not much. And then it reversed and sold off the rest of the day. So if it doesn't do, if your strategy doesn't do what you thought it would do, cut it loose, move on, because a lot of times the opposite happens. Someone show him the clip.
Oh my god.
Just show him the freaking clip. I'm going to play. Bad Phil. Bad Phil. Spreads. BTBT. Alright, it didn't do what I thought it'd do. I gotta get out. 6 cent loss. So this last run of clips, and this will be the last ones, was first off, I closed my IZEA. I got in earlier this morning at 180, whatever this was, 187 down here, and I sold at 207 through this initial run. That was 10,000 shares, so it was a nice win. And the next one is 2 news plays, and I can't even remember what the news was. I see it up through here. This volume spike is where the MGM news play came from. I got in at 30.75 average, exit 30.81. Small win, nice little win though. And then the next one was KNDI. This one I didn't have a clip of me actually making the trade because I had my screen. I was doing a little teaching moment there, and I was on a different one of my monitors, but I had the stream on one of my monitors, but I was trading still. Obviously, when I heard the news, I played it. By the time I realized the camera wasn't on the screen, I flipped back. The trade was done. It was only a $30 or $60 win, whatever. It was just KNDI. I missed actually the beat of that run there, but that's where the news came out. Something to do with manufacturing, blah, blah, blah. I missed it. It moved. It brought me up to where I was, $10,614 on the day. And that's the last clip. Here it goes. Some news on MGM. Okay. Trader circulating stuff that KNDI owns the manufacturing for something. I couldn't really hear it because I got a lot of voices. I have a lot of voices in my head. So I couldn't really hear it. Quick, I know you didn't see it. Quick little trade on candy there. Now it's starting to go. First hour's in the bag, $10,614.